There's a simple reason why change management is becoming more and more difficult over time during digital transformations, and I'm going to explain why. So it all comes down to a real simple concept that looks at the gap between business and technology. Now, businesses obviously don't operate on a static, linear, straight curve. They actually change over time, they evolve. So they're constantly changing, they're growing, people are changing, evolving, they're becoming more innovative, etc. Sounds great, sounds good so far, but here's what's happening with technology. Technology is also changing and evolving, but the problem here is that technology is changing and evolving at a incremental or exponential pace. So yes, businesses are changing. Yes, we're all innovating, people are changing, organizations are improving and growing, but technology is accelerating at a crazy, insane pace right now, especially with AI and automation and some of the different new things in the technology space. So what this means is, yes, change management has always been hard. This gap between current state and future state has always been significant, and it's always meant that change management is difficult. But now you look at where we are today, this gap is getting wider and wider, and it's only going to get wider. Businesses might slowly start to pick up their pace of change, and they might have to for survival purposes, but I would submit to you that technology is always going to change faster because it's easier to change technology. It's a lot easier to develop new capabilities and advancements. Moore's curve comes into play here, but businesses, especially larger ones, have trouble changing, and they're not getting more nimble, or at least not being changing fast enough when compared to technology. So if you're a believer in change management, this is great news because it means change management is going to become more and more important for organizations and digital transformations going forward. But my question for you is, do you think organizations will recognize the need for change management given this gap that we talked about?